Hello guys, welcome to Daily Market Review. Today's August 20. I gotta clean this chart. Alright, so we had an inside day today with quite of a volatility. It was moving at least giving at least 100 to 150 point or handle runs. So here's what happened. So first things first, from the overnight session, this is the gap. Actually, let me annotate that. The end dog. All right. Today gapped up, okay, and during overnight session, it rebalanced the gap. Went for the daily volume balance, which was the drawn liquidity. Formed the buy side. Ran the buy side one more time and dropped below to end dog. Now before New York opened, during pre-market, it ran the sell side one more time here, and right before at 9:30, let's zoom in. Actually, before zooming in, from the dealing range, overnight dealing range, from the SMT highs, lows, all the way to the high, we had a dealing range. So pre-market, right before 9:30, we were in discount. Okay, here, price went down into discount, started accumulating right below a CIBI, which formed a trap shorts for the New York session. This is the trap fair value gap, or IFVG, and right before New York open, it ran sell stops, and 9:30 open displaced right away, traded above the end dog. And at this point, I was in fact, before the New York open, I was looking at some potential targets for the day for the New York session, which was, so the first thing that struck me my eye was this wick right here, also relative equal highs. That was the first target I was eyeing from 5:30, and I think it was here or this one right here. I'm not sure which one. I think it was this one. It's relative equal highs again. Oops. So once I saw the trap sell side sweep before 9:30 open, my eye went up here and here because of that. First of all, higher time frame is bullish. Secondly, I was anticipating a trap here, and then relative equal highs getting run. So at 9:30, displaced, traded above the end dog, and here it came down to trap FVG and delivered the first buy side and the second buy side, and it went all the way up to the daily volume imbalance CE. Okay, now at this point, ES traded above the external, so overnight session high, so that is a higher time frame divergence. And Nasdaq failed to displace higher. As you can see, it broke below a BISI here, violated the BISI, displaced lower. At this point, I was thinking about more buy side delivery, but I was wrong. So here's what happened in this price action. So it ran on buy stops here in premium. This is premium, and displaced lower. In that displacement, it actually diverged, formed an SMT divergence with ES, and distributed one more time and rated the sell side, and it traded below the 9:30 opening range. So let's clean that out. Once that's done, once the sell side is taken out, now we have a new dealing range. Okay, from the reversal all the way down to the low, we have this dealing range, and there is this fair value gap here, which is in discount, but it stayed below the CE due to this thick price action to the left of it. Okay, because of this thick price action, that fair value gap didn't fully close, and rather it used the CE. I think that was an SMT divergence at the highs as well here, and it delivered sell side. So let me check that SMT though. I'm not sure if that was an SMT or not. As far as I remember though, it was, let's see. Yeah, no, it's not an SMT, but here's the SMT right there, and this one is SMT. So again, because of the thick price action, the fair value gap did not completely close, and the market didn't go up to the range EQ. Instead, it sold off, took the sell side, kept going lower. Okay, now because this area got swept again, or like it formed a new low and one more low down here. Now we have a new dealing range from the high all the way down to the low. This is the new dealing range. Now this sell side delivery also rated here, meaning the sell side, another sell side was taken out. Basically 2022 model here. Sell styles was run, and immediately after V-shaped reversal, right? Displacement. Now we have OB, breaker, fair value gap, BPR here. You can use any or, either or. So it delivered it shifted the structure or changed the state of delivery. Now once we have that, after sell side was taken, V-shape displacement. Now you can look at the short-term dealing range. Range EQ came into the discount, fair value gap, delivered second leg, and I was telling you guys about second leg should target the range EQ. It targeted the range EQ, came all the way up to the last premium fair value gap, and in the meantime it ran on buy stops here, failed, and displaced below. At this time, ES was also at the range EQ, testing it from below and respecting with the bodies. Now once it fails at the buy stop to displace higher, my eyes goes right into the equal lows. I was mentioning this equal lows being going to be targeted later on today, and that's basically what happened. Let me just delete this. So here the second leg was completed, failed to displace higher, broke down. This is the first fair value gap, was not tested. Range EQ though, that was tested over there. I'm not sure if there was an SMT though. Let me check that real quick. Yeah, there's no SMT, which means it's going to be targeted later on. Oh, actually it's taken out already. So displaced lower and took out the equal lows, rejected here. I think that was the bullish SMT if I'm not mistaken for the day. Yep, that was the bullish SMT. Yes, took out the lows. Nasdaq didn't. Higher time frame bullish SMT divergence and consolidation here right below a SIBI. SIBI was inverted. Now we have confirmed trap. Same deal. This is the first leg, range EQ retest. Second leg push. It came down into discount area one more time and send it all the way up to the buy side here. Now that buy side was taken out. This is also clean highs, guys. Relative equal highs, clean highs, no SMT divergence there. Likely draw on liquidity, and second leg push right here. For me, if I was watching this, I would have taken somewhere, probably this one right here, for a long, targeting highs. And the rest of the session was choppy. It was just going back and forth. But in the meantime, let me just mark that out. We have a new dealing range from low to this high, because this high took the buy side. New York basically closed in at range EQ. You can also use this low as well if you wish. There's nothing wrong with that. It's going to give you the same level anyways. But for me, the cleanest deliveries were the buy side delivery at opening range, the sell side delivery at 10 o'clock, and this one right here. Other than these three moves, the rest of the session should be avoided. Should have been avoided. I hope you avoided the rest, because other than these three legs, there's nothing much going on. You can also take this here as well if you want to. So for the closing session, the last 5 minutes, here it broke down, right? There's buy stops, sell stops. This was not a high probability for me. but the way I read this is basically right before 350, whichever, but because it both has clean highs and clean lows, right? For me, the way I read this last 5 minutes is basically because of the clean highs and lows, whichever side is getting rated first, that side is going to be turtle soup, and market will reprice to the opposite side. So initially, this is the 350 candle, ran the buy stops, wicked above here, traded into the CB, which means, this is how I read this, which means the likelihood of distributing lower in the last 10 minutes is more than not, and it's going to be targeting what? It's going to be targeting these clean lows, and that's literally what it did, and the market closed there. So hope you guys find this insightful. Hope you stayed safe today, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow in the morning. I'll be live streaming, as you guys know, and until then, have a good one. Have a good day.